beautiful good morning and welcome to Wednesday's edition of Random Thought with Maxine. My name is Maxine Misode. Welcome to my world. I was not here on Monday. 10,000 apologies, okay? So I think I should put this out officially that subsequently Mondays I'll be out of the studio. Then I'll come back Wednesday. Charlie, girls have bread. There are lots of things on my plate now that I have to be shuffling in between. But see, I'll be back every Wednesday, I promise. I'll try as much as possible to give you nothing but the best of my thoughts. It's been refreshing. I mean, sometimes when you don't come on Wednesday, there's a lot of things happening that you're not even too sure which one you should start with, okay? So because I was not here on Monday, it's like I have two things running concurrently in my mind, whether to do what transpired on Monday or to do it. But any which way I am here, it's always nice connecting with you. It's Random Thoughts with Maxine. Welcome to my world. So we are back and no long talk, Charlie. Pa, then we are out of here. So we'll do it as we're supposed to do it. Hope you are connected with us. We are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, and we are live on radio. So please do well to connect with us and let's get interactive because today's topic, dear, interaction is the way to go. And I'll be more than happy to hear your thoughts on this matter. But before I just dive into today's topic, okay? I don't know how this few months has been for you, especially with the things you have on paper and the things you have outlined to achieve with regards to this year, okay? For me particularly, I think I'm at a point in my life now that I'm struggling spiritually, kakra, okay? Yeah. I'm not really having the quality quiet time I would want to have. I'm not too proud about this. It's not something that I mean. But you see, I don't know if somebody is listening and the person can relate to what I am saying now. And I'm sure somebody is listening. So prayer is the key. Prayer energizes, it edifies. I know the word is what you need. Without the word, I can understand. But you see, there comes a point that you don't know what's happening around you, okay? There are times that somebody's listening and think, this is too early in the year to be giving up. Oh. It is just, we are just in April, yeah. But you are listening right now, and you seem to also connect with what I am saying. See, we are very fine, okay? Yeah. And there are times that we, even in the period where we struggle to connect with our Maker, for me, I understand that he understands me, okay? He understands the fact that I really would want a boost when it comes to the things that concerns him, but it comes to the point that you think you don't even have the energy for the journey, okay? But he gives energy when we ask. He gives strength, he gives food, he gives life. And he gives all the things we need in order to survive, okay? So whether or not you have made poor choices in this few months, you are struggling with temptation. Oh, if I want to talk about my temptation wahala this past few weeks, Charlie, it's not easy, but Jesus is still Lord. Amen. Yeah. Whatever it is, know that there is a God who fully understands us, even when we are ununderstandable, even when we can't even understand ourselves as children of God. He still understands us and he's more than ready. He's prepared. He's like on the go just for our sake, and everything will fall in place. Okay, so thanks for that one. This was just by the way. We'll move into today's topic, precious as a lover. Yeah, precious as a lover. So as part of the things I intended achieving this year was to be intentional about my relationship, okay? I don't know, sometimes people see it, so you're not praying enough. You're not intentional about things concerning marriage, okay? You have to invest time, sow seeds of prayer, invest, into your future. See, we understand. We do. Now we have to invest prayer into who becomes Mr. Right. We have to invest prayer into who becomes Mrs. Right. We understand that, Charlie, the journey of marriage is not an easy one, and that for those of us who are not married, it's time for us to be like, do the more investment now. This is investment time. So that when the time of dividends come, we can reap the benefits of our investments, okay? But you see, it's not as easy as we put it out there. And so for me, as part of the things I intended achieving this year was to be very intentional about my relationship. When I say my relationship with the opposite sex. I should know what I want. I should know whether I would want to entertain Kofi or entertain Kwame, and on what basis. And so once you are intentional about what you want in a relationship or what the focus is for you, you know it when the things that appeals to your eyes come to the table. And you know it when you don't want. But if you are not intentional about it, if you are not careful about the people who come around as lovers or as people who would later become husbands, wives, you tend to tolerate anyone and everybody. And it gets to a point where it's time to make a decision with regards to one particular person, and then you are struggling. See, this is not the era to be you cannot be confused at this point. You are listening right now, you say, oh, I'm confused. I don't know. I talked to Mary, and I talked to Joseph, and I talked to... See, please make it a part of your agenda. That is, if you really want to start dating, you really want to get serious with somebody, that, okay, this is what I want. Today we are talking precious as a lover. And I keep asking myself the following questions. Are we really open about our feelings, okay? Especially when it has to do with the opposite sex. Are we aware of our feelings? Do you know what it is like? Do you know when you're feeling something for somebody like a lover or a friend? And you know those times that people say that, oh, you guys look good together, and we are quick to say, oh, we are just friends. Oh, he's my friend. And you know, there are times you can't even draw the line between whether the person is really, really your friend, or you wish that things could change to become something else, which is not happening. And the question is, largely we tend to think that we know what we want. But the question is, we are friends. Is it really friendship you want? Do you know what you want? I used to be extremely angry and peeved when people say, Maxine, you don't know what you want. Because then it feels like you're a confused soul walking on the surface of the earth, not being too sure what you want. But you see, sometimes when people give you such blunt comments and they tell you things that ordinarily nobody can tell you in the face, for me, I think it's time for you to even take a step back and then analyze what they are saying. So you're listening right now. Are you open about your feelings? Are you aware of your feelings? And the last question is, do you really know what you want? So we've all had opportunities where we say people are my best friends. People, this is a good friend. Oh, sometimes people even would want to draw attention to things we are not seeing. Like, you guys look good together. Oh, you marry. Then you are angry. So, oh, no, I can't marry her. Oh, I can't marry him. You know, that kind of thing. But you see, I ask myself, over the period, whether male or female, we have all friend zone people. Oh, he's my friend. Oh, nothing else. Oh, I don't have any romantic inclinations towards the person. Oh, we are just good friends. He's like my brother. See, madam, this is like my brother you are saying. Your brother too is anticipating that it will move from brother level to another level. But you see, we have friend zone people just because, you see, for some of us, it's a strategy. You are not too sure when you decide that let's move from friendship to something else, like being in a relationship proper and being lovers, would demand that you lose the person's friendship. The question is, are we also upfront about our feelings when we are friends with people? Is it like we are so confused, like we don't know what we want? Or we are afraid that once we say what we want, and the person says, this is not what I also want, we might end up being the losers. Do we use the whole we are friends, hoping that things will change. Are we sure that sometimes the whole hiding under the pretext of being friends would demand that we also want something a little more than we already have? See, it hurts when you like somebody in another way and the people cannot even come to terms with the fact that, oh, Brother Alex, oh, he's my friend. Meanwhile, Brother Alex wants you to be the wife in the future. But why are we not able to confidently talk to the people that we will term as friends and we will quickly friend zone about what our real feelings are? Is it like we are afraid of being hurt? And that, okay, if you go and say that no, and the person to say, oh, be like that, no, then what? You've lost a friend. So why not hide under the strategy of let's just be friends and still hope that in the not too distant future, something else will come up? See, we have to be intentional about the things we want. And this is one area of our lives that I honestly think we have not had an honest conversation about. Because when it comes to issues concerning the heart, we are quick to retreat. We are quick not to be very transparent about our feelings, all in the bid to protect ourselves, all in the bid not to get hurt. And sometimes, truly, we are just in denial. We have been honest about telling people that, see, this thing cannot grow past friendship. Can we just maintain a friendship level? No, brother has become resentful. And you are thinking that, no, I'd rather keep quiet and enjoy this whole friendship tag than be upfront about my feelings and lose a friend. So then we'll just want to play it safe, right? And for many of us, we are playing it safe with people who should move on to the next step with us. We are playing it safe because we don't want to be hurt. We are playing it safe because we don't even know whether the people will like us romantically as it should be. And so let's just keep it like that. There are times to see you meet women or you meet men who are really transparent and honest about it. They tell you that, see what, I like you as a friend. I don't think we can move beyond these barriers or this barrier as friends. Can we keep it like that? And the people are still hopeful. And they are living in denial, hoping that someday brother so and so mind will change and move me from friendship to a lover. There are people too who understand the dynamics of the friendship and are okay with friend zoning, because zoning, because they know that this is what the person wants, this is what the person can give. We can't go beyond that. We have gotten angry because somebody just said we are just friends. We think we have been unfairly denied the chance of moving from just being friendship to lovers. We are afraid to take rejection in our stride. So we would rather play safe and say the ball is in your court. I am not the one to say it. If you decide at a point that this is what it should be, so be it. But see, it's time to take some personal matters seriously. And this is one. I don't know if currently somebody has friend zoned you and you are hoping that someday it would move from that category of being friend zone. I don't know if we have also been honest about our feelings with other people, telling them that we cannot go past this thing. It's just like this. I don't know if we still would want to keep hope alive, never say die, until the bones are rotting. And so you are still hanging in there, hoping that Auntie Mary or Sister Grace will change her mind at a point and start seeing you the way you are seeing her. But whatever it is, whether friend zone, whether you are precious as a friend, and it hurts when somebody looks into your face, when you know you like the people in another form, and they tell you that, can we be friends? It's difficult to take that in your stride. I mean, who wants to take in rejection? Nobody wants to be rejected. Hello? But you see, for me, I think when we decide to have honest conversation about how we honestly feel for people and how things cannot change or how things will not be subject to change even when circumstances change, then I think we are getting somewhere. It's time to get somewhere, if you ask in my opinion. See, there are a lot of people on your friend list that you have zoned. And in their mind, they're also thinking something else, hoping that someday, just a flicker of hope, things will happen and things will change. Can we stop leading people on unnecessarily? Okay? Can we just stop doing that? Sometimes you see, people friend zone people just for their own selfish reasons. Oh, brother, if you send him, he will go. He'll be there to do all the things. So see, once you are honest about your feelings with him, you know that there are things that you are not going to benefit again. For me, that's manipulation. And that is the part that hurts, that you do not like the people the way you know they like you. And just because you stand to benefit some benefits comes with that personality, you still want to keep them in there so that you can get those benefits, give and take. At the end of the day, you are more at the receiving end or you are more at the winning end than the other person. And for me, that's not nice. Set records straight. I can understand. Talking things related to matters of the heart is not something on a silver platter. But see, on the show, I say it. There are some conversations that are difficult to broach. But can we start talking about certain things? Currently in your life, do you know that you have been friend zoned? Are you aware? Have you had an honest conversation with a person? Does it look like it's a done deal? It doesn't look like it's good for you. Do you want to take that honesty, that plainness in your stride? I mean, who wants to take in rejection? But see, we've all been rejected at a point. People have said things to people, oh, you are not my type of woman. You are my type of man. But at the end of the day, see, you will meet your type of man. And you meet your type of woman. My question is, 2021, we don't have time for time wasters. So if you know in your deepest of heart that you are wasting somebody's time, all under the pretext we are friends, you have friend zoned them, knowing that they want more than you're already given. Can we stop wasting people's time? I mean, that's it. Waste their time so that at the end of the day, you say, in the beginning, I told you didn't want to listen. Some conversations are hard to even start. But for me this morning, I'm thinking that if you are really intentional about growing your relationship, especially with the opposite sex, you should be able to start such hard conversations. It will help. So that one, the person starts adjusting their thoughts and know that, Charlie, this woman is gone. Than hide under the, oh, it will be better. Oh, that's how women are. Give them time. They will come around. That is how my friends see. There are people who friend zone people and later in life, they became wives. They became husbands. We get it. But yours, no, you know that this thing, no, it's not going anywhere. And we fail to respect the honest opinion about people when they tell you that, can we just be friends? And so see, I'd rather play the devil's advocate. So there are women who are overly using men, which is not a good thing to do, just because I've told him, but he still comes around. And so at the end of the day, it's not my fault. But you see, I just hinted that then you are just manipulating them. Sometimes the decision to even take a stance on an issue will be to your detriment. But you know that the rewards thereafter is something that will inure to the benefit of both parties. And so you are careful in your dealings with people. Do not take advantage of the fact that people enjoy you in their space and that you will want to overuse them, for lack of a better word, just because they have not come to terms with the fact that they have been friend zoned. It's time to get out of your head. and get into the world where we think and we know what is practical and what will benefit us. Sometimes we know that people are interested in us, but we are also not interested in them the way they are interested in us. Abi, you catch? And it is not by force. You like me, I like you. Good. You like me, I don't like you. Respect it. You like me, give me time to think about it. Work within a specific time frame. See, it will be good that you say, okay, can we see this grow? Can we give ourselves like 6 months, a year, 2, to know each other? If still my feelings for you is still the same, then we know that, Charlie, is just friendship. I think we should be intentional about the people who come into our space with regards to matters of the heart. The one that you are friend zoning, maybe you just need a little bit of confidence to start this conversation, and then you get to know the state of what you should expect or what you should comfortably be dealing with now. Just like we can pray about any other thing. Just like we are intentional about our goals for prosperity, our goals for our academics, our goals for family life, can we get intentional? If you are currently friend zoning somebody and you know there is no hope, you have said it and the person still is lurking around, can we just give a hard talk and say, this ain't going nowhere? And don't be afraid to be friend zoned. At least you said it and you were rejected. But you see, it's better to have shared your feelings and take the rejection in your stride than to keep your mouth shut and not say it and see another man come for something that probably if you have said it, it will have been yours. That is also a risk. And that's what life is about. We take a lot of risks day in, day out with decisions and even with steps we would want to take. Wednesday edition of Random Thought with Maxine is precious as a lover. For some of us, we just need that friendship. And you know there are friends who are even more than lovers. There are friends who are even more. Maybe for you, friendship zone is good for you. When you become lover, probably you will not even enjoy the level of closeness you have with the person. You can be a friend and still be precious as a lover. That is when you understand that your status is friendship. But you see, you just be wallowing in confusion and not know. One moment you think, oh, she touched me on my neck. Oh, oh, he likes me now. The next moment. And for me, I think that's too much confusion to grapple with. See, there are some bitter pills that we have to swallow now. Don't take too much time, because whether you like it or not, the medicine is for you. Swallow. Swallow with all the pain, the bitterness. You will get resentful at a point. It's cool. But at the end of the day, see, I can bet my last 20 Ghana on this matter, that you are better off knowing that it's a clearly defined relationship. You are better off knowing that you know what you bring to the table, but just that this is not your match. And see, don't force people to like you. You cannot. They like you as friends. They are honest about it. Respect that decision. They want to progress with you as lovers. Respect it. They don't even want you as friends. Just respect it. Because at the end of the day, see, when you vibe with somebody, you respect them for who they are. And you respect them for their decision. And for me, it's paramount. Can we get our acts together? For those of us who think that we have been friend zoned for a while now, can we start clearing names and knowing that this list is too tall? Can we delete some names? Can we set the record straight? And know that, see, this is the direction. If it's 2 people you're entertaining, you know that you're entertaining 2 people. In the next 2 years, these are the options available. Than to do a vast wholesale of people that you don't know, even if they are friends, whether they want to move from friendship level to another level, and be confusing yourself. See, me 2021, I don't have time for time wasters. So you can't waste my time. And I also don't want to waste your time either. Time is precious and it's of an essence in all our dealings. Maybe you enjoy time being wasted, but me, Charlie, I ain't got time, to do those times and to do all the things that will take away. Don't you think you have wasted time enough? Don't you think that it's time to be up and doing? You two, they have told you that they like you as friend. You are still coming around the house. You two, what is your problem? When they talk, listen. Random. It has become like a regular job for you, 8 to 5. What is that? And make life easy for people, Make it easy. They say, oh, I don't like you as friend. And please, don't be going back and forth. Monday, I like you as a friend. Wednesday, I like you as a boyfriend. Friday, you ask him, will you marry me? What is wrong with you? No, I mean, what is wrong with you? You alone, you are confusing that boy. Monday, oh, I'd like you as a friend. Wednesday, no, your boy, can we be boyfriend, girl? Friday, no, you're asking, so when will you marry me? What is that? Please, the confusion is too much. It's a crazy world out there. And sometimes we don't even need craziness around our immediate circle. Let's make life better for people, okay? Let's be honest about it. Let's not manipulate people just because we think that they've not gotten that bit of us that says that can we be friends? And sometimes it's like people even deserve what comes on them. They have talked to you. They have told you their mind. You still want to be around. Is it our fault? But you see, we are Christians. And there are some people who you don't know whether they have set out that they should be used. And so when you say anything, no. They are hoping. You see, Bible says you should have seed of a mustard seed, faith of a mustard seed. But some people, I don't know if it's mango seed faith. Their seed is bigger than what they are expecting. Can we just relax and take things in our stride? Can we be a little confident and intentional about our feelings? Can we start zoning the people we have to zone right? And be honest about our decisions and tell them why we arrive at that decision. Anybody who knows you are precious to them will respect your decision. Thank you so much for your time. It's been an awesome... How many minutes have we done? 20 minutes, okay. Today, dear, papa, like that. And for all those who tune in, thank you so much. And for all those who have been tuning in for the past few weeks, we thank you. It's been awesome. Are you zoning somebody? Precious as a lover is the topic. And thank you so much for always connecting with us. We'll be back, God willing, on Wednesday with another exciting edition of Random Talk. My name is Peny. Keep safe, keep hope alive. And Ebeka. Bye.